is the Tower of Babel radio program. It's 9:40 here in Hackettstown. You know, what a week I had. You know what I experienced this week? I experienced extreme humiliation. And although while you're in the middle of it, I discovered I had a growth experience. Oh, that's a different story. But you know, when you're in the middle of a humiliating experience, it's sort of bad. But then you, if you're lucky, you know, you come out the other side a better man. Like all alternative freeform radio on-air personalities, I played in a charity golf tournament this week, and I had an experience that brought me to my psychic knees, and it happened on the fourth hole at up in this course that used to be the Playboy Club, I guess. And it was my favorite charity, run by some of my favorite guys. And the story starts with me sort of getting into golf, I guess. I was turned on to this game. You know, one time it was considered a rich man's game. A friend of mine, Larry, he's an illustrator, sort of turned me on to golf and convinced me that I could still be an artist and play golf. You don't need to have the big floppy plaid hat. It's not they let you in anyhow. So one thing led to another, and I've played for a little while. And I took this year I decided that I would take lessons because I stunk. So I took some lessons, and I decided to go out and put it to work. I learned a whole new swing and where to keep my feet, and this whole checklist of things you run down to make you crazy. So there's this place by my house, this big field that I used to practice in. So after my first lesson, I went down there and hit the ball down toward the road that I live on. And, there's plenty of room in this particular field, so it's not a big deal. So I go down, I put the ball there, and I go through my whole checklist, do this, do that, turn your left foot out, it helps you get your hips through. And bam, I had my 5-iron, bam! And it's like, it goes up and it goes miles in the air, and it disappears from sight. And I'm standing there admiring it, and then out of the corner of my eye, I see this pickup truck coming down the road, and so my eyes are going, golf ball, pickup truck, golf ball, pickup truck. And pretty soon I'm going, nah, no way. What are the odds? And bam! Hit the pickup truck. That's right. And instant 10-year-old. This isn't even the humiliating experience yet. I'm building up to that. So instant 10-year-old feeling, right? What's my first now here I am. I'm a middle-aged guy. I'm standing there with a golf club and probably like a polo shirt on or something. Pretty normal-looking guy. But I want to run. I just want to run like a 10-year-old who egged a car. So it really brought me back. So instead, though, after the pickup truck jammed on its brakes and backed up, I waved, and so now I'm taking this walk down toward the road with this big donkey ears, and my head's turning into a sucker, and a big sign says jackass pointing at me. So the guy pulls this car over, and this truck was like the Ford F-10 zillion 150, 50 gas tanks, big manly stuff in the back, barrels, and I'm thinking, oh man. So I walk down, the door opens, and this guy gets out. He is the guy that they build this pickup truck for, and I've just hit him, with a golf ball. So he gets out of as he starts to get out, and I'm sizing up this truck and everything, I'm thinking, a pastry chef is not getting out of this truck. This could be trouble. So the guy gets out, and he just keeps getting taller and taller and taller, and I'm walking toward him, and I'm getting younger. I'm like 2 years old. By the time I get there, I'm like diaper. I'm crawling. So, turned out to be a pretty good guy. We talked a little bit. I'm really sorry. Here's my phone number. And I said, I've been taking lessons. The good news is I've never been able to hit the ball into the street before, never even close, and I wasn't trying to. I was just trying to do, I didn't want to worry about where the ball went. I just wanted to have a good swing, which is what the teachers tell you. So as time went on, took my phone number, and I suppose I'll hear from him sometime. I don't know. So I go back, I tell my teacher what happened, and he takes it as a good thing. He said, I hit the truck, I put a dent in it, the window was open. If it hit the guy, he'd be dead. His girlfriend's yelling at me. The guy's trying to be really nice. That's no big deal, shaking hands. And his girlfriend, meanwhile, is going, you could have killed him. So, I haven't heard anything. So I go to the teacher. The teacher says, it was a good thing. You almost hit the guy. You didn't hit him. The ball went farther than him. Did you keep your head down? I said, yes. So 2 lessons later, he teaches me my grip is no good. So he says, I want you to get new grips. So I go, okay. So I get new grips put on the golf clubs. And he says, now, you got a perfectly good glove there. You got new grips. What's the sense of gripping your club so tight like you do? Your veins are popping out of your arms. I want you to loosen up. I want you to loosen up on that. Let the glove and the grip do the work. So I'm getting all loose, on the driving range, and I'm hitting the ball. It's going straight and far, and this guy's great, actually. He's a cool teacher. So I go to this charity tournament this week that my friends put on. And I'm on this, whatever I said it was, 4th hole on the quarry thing, and it's all quiet. The birds are chirping, and there's guys around with all the funny golf clothes on. And I go up to take my practice swing. I go up there and I go, keep your head down, keep your left foot out this way so the hips go through, so you follow through. Make sure that you keep your head behind the ball. It's like a string. It's like a weight on a string. Just get back there. And so I swing. A nice practice swing, a really nice fluid swing. And my club goes out of my hands, really way high in the air, and it goes in a pond. So, my 5-iron's in a pond up there. So that was really humiliating because guys were laughing. There was these guys on the next tee that were really high up. I'm trying to talk and there's a phone that keeps ringing. Hold on. WNTI. Yes? Can you hold on, please? Phones are ringing. People calling from California. Just to finish my story, I felt like 2 cents that day when my 5-iron went into that pond, and people laughed at me. But the next day, I felt great. I don't know. I think it was because I felt so rotten and so small. It was like a new life. Like, why tomorrow? I won't throw any 5-irons in a pond. Like, well, that's the spirit, Rob. So, stick around, won't you?